Howdy, Mike, and welcome to BumbleKast Gaming. Oh, it's been a while. I'm still getting used to the setup here. So, been a while since I streamed on the old Bumbles of Casting, so bear with me as I get back into the old swing of things. I'm planning on streaming for the official Sunday stream tomorrow as well. Maybe finally get through Death Stranding. But for now, just going to do some casual crossing of animals. Howdy, Evan. Scruffy Matt. Scruffy, so far so good. We're going to see how long that lasts. Anyway, I guess to start off, let's give you a look around the island of Akala. Right here I have my little Bumble Castle with my little Bumble Moot. And my absolute refusal to use medicine. I probably should do that. Push comes to shove, I'll take a quick break and use the inhaler and see how that goes. So as you can see, this is the best room of the house of any house in all of Animal Crossing ever. Perpetually and forevermore, amen. Let's get some medicine on my face so I'm not walking around like quasi... Don't I have medicine? I thought I stockpiled. There we go. Let's go ahead and take some of that. Boop. Yay. Let's put the music in the thing so I have it for later. Cool. Ah, neat. I've only heard the KK version. Put this away for later. Over here. We have the kitchen that's slowly being built up. I've been having a devil of a time getting the kitchen furniture that I want, or kitchen stuff in general. Is it too much to ask for just a nice table? There we go. Nice big frying pan that takes up all four eyes. Let's see. Something can go there. What can go there? Miscellanea. Tea set, no. Come on, there's got to be something edible in here. Could have sworn I could have sworn I had a place setting of some kind. That looks like it should go in a sink. I thought I had like a little... Oh, fine, I guess it's that. I could have sworn I had like a bento box or something. Oh well. Tea set. Cal just noticed I stole the stream from him. Victory. Well, that would be nice, Evan, if you're willing to spare. Nice little bathroom set. This, I feel like, is the best room of the house. Well, not the best, but the most put together, I suppose. It came together very quickly. And it actually, looks like a functioning room. The kitchen's alright, it's a little ramshackle. Kind of wish I could expand the main room by like a tile, just because the dinosaurs are blocking the doorways a little bit. This room, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but boy, does it look cool. Thanks to my wife for the lava floor. She visited somebody that had Sahara and got that, and it's like, ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Well, I said please, but... Sean, I didn't see you come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Personal study. Bad room. I should probably move the posters so that the bed is not covering them up. That's tacky. There's a second here. Two of these are from my friend Grella's. Read his webcomic, Beyond the Canopy. It's good stuff. He's incredibly talented. Look at the oasis. These little sandy footprints. Make splashy splashies. I enjoy that entirely too much. This is the office nook I wish I had in real life. But that's kind of Animal Crossing in general, isn't it? Also, I love the fact that the clouds move. I love this so very much. I just hate that I have so much furniture covering it up. But, you know, that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? To have furniture. And then, the best room of the house. You ever come to a Kala? That's the guest room. Alrighty, so BumbleKast's got to have an orchard. Got to show off that wealth. The garden gnomes are stand-ins. I need to get the little hula girls to go with my moth rod to complete the image. Speaking of which, can I get to it from here? Oh, tiger beetle. Hello, money. Boop. Little barbecue set here on the beach. That's not the cliff I want to climb. Ah, picturesque. I know it's down there. That's the point. Can I get to it from here? I cannot. Yeah. I feel like everybody's got this bad boy now, but... oh, he makes me happy. Say hello, George. Say hello, George. Come on. There we are. Look at all that majesty and consummate V's. Scruffy, everybody gets that private beach to the north. It's where a certain character spawns. A great deal of the terraforming is already done. We kind of have the island where we like it. Most of this is done by Aaliyah. Like, my house is my kind of little personal nook to be crazy. She, who has a design sense, has been given full reign of the island. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, she knows how to decorate a room. And look at this. Look at this. Don't you just feel comfy? Just looking at the place? And for those of you who haven't jumped on the bandwagon and drunk Nook's Kool-Aid and going, why is everyone going nuts over Animal Crossing? It's because it is just relaxing. It scratches that itch. It's a little endorphin rush because everything is just so calm and nice, and you can do stuff like this. It's definitely a slower paced game. It's not going to be for everybody, but with the way things are right now, having a little place to call your own and decorate as you want and just create calm, soothing spaces is, I don't know, I think it's worth its weight in gold. Shawnee, you absolutely should. Once you do, ping me. I will send you gifts. That's another fun thing, is that if you've been playing Animal Crossing for a while, you know the ins and outs of it. You kind of know what to expect. I don't know, it works better if you actually see the water. And you can help out the new players. Because there is a lot of collecting to do. So having that piece of furniture you're looking for and handing it off it's a good feeling. Look at this place. Look at the rain. Like, I feel like you could just cue this up and actually take a nap in the real world. I don't remember you getting this wallpaper. Oh, look at the glitter of the water on the river. Oh, look at all that majesty.
That's pretty new. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet.
I'm going to enlarge into the chat.
That's my table that John Gray called a flan.
Alright, wait for the chat to load up because I'm having a hard time reading it around the mic. Oh, it's going to reset the entire chat. Lovely. So I missed everything everyone said. Oh well. Give a little tour of the island here before I move on to my main objective. Or at least what I'll start out with tonight. Nice little residential area up here. How you doing, Freya? There's Cherry up there. I'm gonna do a whole pass through. Mayhap I will even find a scorpion on my nightly sojourn. I need a scorpion for my Pokedex. Another thing about this game is you see what other people are able to do with their towns, and you think, what have I done with my life? I've wasted my town. But no, I think we've got a nice little setup here. May not be as technically impressive as some others, but I like what we got. Oh, Leah's right here, Scruffy. And I got permission before I kicked in the door. And showed the entire internet all that she has done. You are a large fish. Are you worth the effort? A little bit of a controller rumble, and it's a waste of my time. Oh, curse you to the depths of hell, Seabass. Oh, there's a balloon. It's going to take a minute. Let's swing down this way. You are a moderately sized fish I don't care about. Possibly. What I want this season only appears at the piers. I've yet to see the appropriately sized chateau. Alright. Are you worth it? You're squid. We sell decently. Yes, it had an inkling. And the balloon came in a lot further, a lot faster than I thought. And fire! Dad, frabbit! Fire! Fire? Alright, you're going to be that way, huh? There. Had to play hard to get. Alright, what do we got? We got nice! I'll take that. I'm saving up for a particularly large project. Unfortunately, it requires other recipes that I do not remotely have yet. So, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out, but we'll see. That's one of the things that I have to keep reminding myself about Animal Crossing, is that it's not the destination, it's the journey. Well, I mean, it's partly the destination. I mean, you have to set your own goals, but you do it at your own pace. It's how life comes at you. My God. That's a water hazard. I'll fix it. Yeah, I'll fix it. Let's see. Start construction. Yeah, presents are completely random. There are some folks who say that the color of the balloon dictates what's in it, but I've not seen anything to back that up.
It might be more likely,
More likely, you say?
but not definitive.
Right, it's a water feature, gotta do the water thing. There's still a lot of discovery going on with the game right now. Yeah, apparently there was a bit of data mining done concerning how the flower genetics work, and what everyone thought they had figured out up to this point turned out to be not even remotely right, and who knows at this point. Who knows? Oh, come on, you were right there. Gimme. Yes, one part of the plan coming together. I was saying something and I forgot at beach ball. Mental train derailed. Oh well. Oh, Animal Crossing, take it on your own pace. Enjoy yourself. Like the last one I played, last one was on the 3DS, right? Last one, I think I burned myself out trying to mini-max it. And you ever happen to come to Akala? We got a nice little bazaar here for stuff that we don't need, but others just might. Now, are you a koi, or are you a catfish? I don't want you to be a cop. Oh, I almost didn't hear that. Well, carp. I played the mobile version for the longest time, but I got a little burned out on it. I might go back to it in a bit. Because the one mobile game I have been playing is going to end in a month, so I'm glad you were only a citrus beetle. I would have been mad. Sandcastle, I freaking love the sandcastle. Sandcastle is the best thing. KK's in town. Of course, I think that's the same for everybody on Saturday, isn't it? Love this little outdoor bistro patio setup that Leah did. Just, you can imagine just popping down, enjoying the night breeze, having a warm mug of whatever.
Talk about the tarantula that got trapped in there.
Oh, yeah. Lee was running around town one night, came around the corner and found a tarantula in here. It's pathfind and couldn't get past the fencing. But you also can't catch anything through the fence, so panic. Whoa! Hello, Moneybug. Get in my pocket. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Gotcha. This was a major, major project for us. All the way up here to the museum. Figure the museum. Hey!
That's lucky.
Marvelous. So, of course, Nooks is closed right now. Oh, wait, nope. Bamboo Grove. Get your sakura blossoms on. I do wish you could get into the little bath. That looks like a nice little bath. And just one last little feature of the island. Aside from the workstation for the, oh crap, my net busted. And there's the bug right over there. Nice big rock feature. It's been funny. I've been to a few people's islands and nobody seems to have a rock feature like this. They might have a larger one to the north or something, but I haven't seen anybody else with this much real estate over here. Which ultimately, I guess, is maybe a little bit of waste of space because nothing besides wharf roaches spawn here, but it's a nice bluff. I like it. Just wish more fish spawned over here. Are you a crab? You are not a crab. Are you a worthwhile fish? Probably not. You look a little small, but we're going to catch you anyway. Thank you, Professor Rye. Some of these features, the lighthouses, the Godzilla from earlier, the vending machines over by Nooks, which I think is a design I stole from you, Rye, come to think of it. I don't know. I just like that. They actually come in different colors depending on your village. So it's further incentive, I guess, to trade and meet with other people. Because you can get different colored stuff if you don't like that stuff. Like, we had the black street lamps by default.
We have white ones.
Okay. We have white ones by default. And we got the black ones from John?
Yeah, and I need to get him a clock.
What kind of clock?
It's a park clock.
Park clock. I don't think I have that one.
No, it's one of the town.
Oh, okay.
This is white and he hates it.
Okay. Let's drop off some stuff in the box here. Not the golden nugget. That's staying put. Oh, what did I do for my good boy points? Yay. I've got Nook points to spare. I'll get him the clock. Pardon me, KK. Do, 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 do. Well, Evan, you may have it, but I'm doing it. He's my friend. Yeah. Let's see. It's under the furniture, yeah?
Yeah, it should be on this list somewhere.
Park clock. Okay.
Well, maybe it's more silver than black. But...
Still. Redeem. Oh, okay, so I thought I could send it directly to him.
Nope, not those ones.
Oh, well. Well, once I get it, I'll send it off to him. And you know what? While we're here, let's go on an adventure. Do, 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 boop, boo, do, boo, do. Thank you for your patronage. Like I got anywhere else to go. Pardon me, KK. KK drives me nuts because I put in a song request wrong and he played a really cool song instead. I have no idea what that song was.
I think it's a filler and you can't get it.
What, really? It's a filler song? No! KK, come on, bro. Why you gotta be that way? Howdy, Orville. I want to fly high so I can reach the highest of all the heavens. Yes, let me fly, please. Da, 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 da. Villagers, we have... Oh, shoot. Peanut, Filbert,
Not Filbert, Sheldon.
Sheldon. And always remember, people, what was Doo-Doo's dough? Let's see. We got Cherry, we got Freya. Who's the other wolf? Whitney? Vivian. Clay. Clay is my favorite. Clay is just delightful. Chevra. Nan? Nan. And Marina. Alrighty, what kind of island we got? It is this one, which... okay. No, not really. Now, if I weren't streaming, what I might do is terraform it for high-end bugs, but that would be excruciating to watch. So, we're just going to see what we can get off the island. Garden Gnome. See, there's a blue hat one, and I don't think it spawns on our island. There's a man-faced bug. That's worth some bells. Here I am on this resplendent natural paradise. What can I profit from? Yep, Shawnee, this is... This is a mystery island. And there's a mole cricket. Hey. Not that I really need these, but... Yeah, we've actually finished off that section of the museum, so... Yeah, while I'm up here... what's the best way to tackle this? No. No. Yes. Is this too far? Nope, just right. Give me your innards, rock. Decent enough. I gotta come back up here anyway. Why am I wasting my time? Why am I wasting my time, chat? Answer me that. You can't! Because no one knows. Oh, it's one of the big beetles. Get that in just a second. Because we need the net. Right, one of the things... I usually did 2 side by side. And then I saw a video of someone doing the diagonal placement and then being able to arrange yourself easier by hopping over them and then hopping back. I'm too lazy to go through all of that, but putting it at the angle I feel is a little more reliable. Putting it side by side, I sometimes kind of slide off to the side. And what did I do now for Nook? How have I pleased the master? Okay. Of all the things in the game, the diving beetles and the water bugs are extremely forgiving when you're trying to catch them. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, I like it a lot, but... What do you have, Rock? Give me gold piece. Give me gold, give me gold, give me gold, give me gold. I'm sliding too far to the left. Nope, I got it. I mean, I'm pretty good on iron, but... Whatever. Try line ourselves right. Clay, the most useless of things. It is utterly worthless. Hardly worth the bells. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Up we go. Yeah, Alucard, they are a little difficult when you're trying to get certain stuff to spawn. But they sell for a decent amount. So, as long as you're not too concerned about it, you're alright. Now, are you a turtle or a sea bass? Look at all... not even going to finish the joke. Zoop-a-doop-a-doo. Clay. Clay. Gold! Sliding too far. Good fraggot! Ah, well, I got the gold. You know, I'm not even going to pick up the clay. You can just sit there. Think about what it's done. Go be with your kind. Let's go there. When did I find... Oh, right, because I didn't put that away yet. Alright. Go over here. Woo-ha. Go down here. Oh, what are you? And you are Black Bass. You are not metal. You are barbershop quartet. Amateur high school barbershop quartet. Well, while we're here, we will do what my initial plan was. As every month, you get new fish and bugs come into circulation. Some cycle out, some cycle in. And the 2 new fish that I have yet to catch, that I can remember off the top of my head, only appear on the piers. best way to get stuff to appear where you want it to is with fish bait. You make fish bait from vanilla clams. So we're just going to do a little bit of crafting spam here, and then we're going to see if the RNG gods will take mercy on me. Considering that I don't have very good interior design of my house, and the feng shui system is probably still there in some capacity, not holding my breath. But what else you going to do? I also want to get home and change clothes. I'm not digging this look. Yeah. Alright. Coming to me, fish. First we get a reasonable contender. Cross your fingers, chat. No! Fraggin' stinking twitchy! Family stream. It's a family stream. Family stream. It's a family stream. You are too small, but I want the bells. That is a decent use of a clam. 5 more times. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nothing! It spawned... Oh, there we go. There was one time I had a visitor come over. Might have been you, right? Come to think of it. Where I would put bait and nothing would spawn. I went like 3 bags of bait. Tiny fish, you are... Yeah, alright. Given these two are pretty good, that one that I screwed up was probably what I was looking for. You are a tiny fish. But if you're a seahorse, I'll be okay. No, you're family stream. Family stream. Family friendly stream for families. Alright. Be one with the fishing rod, one with the ocean. Gotcha. Oh, a little bit of rumble. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got sea bass. Will, we're sitting over there with that smug smile. He knows exactly what happened. Too polite to say anything, but you know, he's laughing on the inside. A little bit of rumble, a little bit of rumble. Big money, big money. Sea bass. Alright, last shot. What's it going to be? You are not what I want. Instant bite brings me a squid. Bleh. Yeah, I did. Alright, so let's organize this because my tiny lizard brain will accidentally sell things I don't want to sell if I don't have it neat and tidy. Alright, so let's fill up the old inventory and then head back. Let's check on chat. How you doing, chat? Evan, I don't remotely have CJs. CJs! Oh my goodness. I've lost my ability to pronounce things adequately. Ah! Yeah, I can't even approach CJ's style. I have not caught my wasps for the island. And there they are. Catch the wasps. Ha! Getcha. So you're not going to have anything tree. You're not going to have anything over here. You're a moderately sized disappointment, aren't you? What are you? Instant bite, no rumble. You are A. All right. Now, comparing this game to the previous ones, the level of detail on the fish and the bugs is exquisite. I mean, just look at the way that the moonlight reflects on this thing scales as it flops around and dies in my hands. It's just, oh, it's gorgeous. Anything over here? What are you? I said, what are you? You know what? That ain't bad at all. Over here, what are you, tiny fish? Probably a horse mackerel, but... oh, wow, shut my mouth. Yeah, I can't find anything good. The game's like, fine, here, shut up. Anything of interest up here? Not a lot of good river fish this time of year. Didn't mean to pick that up. I almost said, what do you think, chat? Should I try to cultivate the island to see if I get a scorpion to go? But that would take a really long time to account for. Yeah, and it just... Trying to just get the mole crickets not to spawn would take forever. So the island's not offering us too much. I don't want to waste your time running around the same block over and over again. Well, we're taking somebody. Bell bottom reggae. This is stovetop fetid shake. Do you require senses? Over. You ready to pump on down to fly? Soaring wildflower here back to call you positive. Be very positive because I wouldn't want you leaving anything behind. So again, you ready? Roger. Lifting off November Oscar Whisker. I absolutely adore all the new characters they've added to this. Orville, Wilbur, CJ Flick. Just delightful start to finish. Yeah, let's sell. Boop, 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 boop. What flavor of garden gnome did we get? No, you idiot. It's a red one. Okay. I have ketchup and mustard. I just need blueberry. That makes sense, right? Oh, who's my favorite character overall? Oh, goodness. That is a deceptively difficult question. Maybe just because he's standing in front of me right now, but I'd say Blathers is at the very least in the top three. Nope, I'm good, buddy. Now let's go look at the completed fossil exhibit. And there's something that I want to investigate again. But we'll see how that goes in just a minute. I freaking adore the new museum. It is the best thing ever. I want to actually go to this museum. The fact that they have the Tree of Life here as you progress through the exhibit is just, oh my god. I mean, I'm already a sucker for the paleontology side of things, but caca. As I'm on around, I'm just going to toss that out there. If you're watching right now, oh hey, Frida's here. Shh. Thank you, Frida. Thank you. If you're watching the stream and you've got the game and you want me to come on over, just shoot me a dodo code while I'm here. Get yourself featured on the BumbleKast. Oh, look at it. I freaking love dinosaurs. God, I know Jurassic Park is a bad idea, but I want it to be real because I want it to happen. I mean, I would probably be eaten because I'm slow and fat and stupid, but it'd be worth it. You know, if I'm going to go out, I'll go out to a T-Rex. I mean, it kind of bums you out to realize, yeah, they're all going to die because God decided rocks fall, everybody dies. But, you know, if you're going to be the dominant species, you have to be taken out by space invasion. That's as hardcore as it gets. Oh, yeah, and I've already got you friended, Rye. So if you want to open up your gate in a few minutes, I'll swing on by if you want. Now, with the, which one are you? The Mega, you're the Megacerops. Megaceros, there we go. Megalosaurus. You know, the fossils usually come in like sets of 2 or 3. Here's the head, here's the body, here's the tail, that sort of thing. Megalosaurus here comes in halves, and for whatever reason, that freaks me out. I dislike immensely. Okay, so here's the thing. You're going to think I'm crazy. I'm not creepypasting here. I was over at a friend's museum at night and just wanted to see what fossils he had, see what I could give him. And I came in here, and the Australopithecus skull's eyes were glowing. They were flickering from purple to white to purple to white, and that was kind of eerie. So I came back here to check mine, and it doesn't do that. So, was it a graphical error? Is it a spoopy thing that just happens? I want to know. Anyway, that's them fossils. Preview of what you have to look forward to. Not sure if I have a helix fossil on hand. Let me check. Wait, the paintings are haunted? Evan, explain yourself. Some of the fake paintings are haunted? What? Oh, man. Okay, so apparently some of the fake paintings blink.
No!
Oh, that's spooky. I hate that. I love it.
Sometimes the Atlas moth moves around.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen it in different areas.
I mean, I figured the bug exhibit isn't as exciting right now because it's night and most of them are asleep, but I'll do a quick run through. Oh, God. Evan says one of the ink wash scrolls, fake ones, has a body on the back of it. What is that butterfly attached to? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's still pretty with them all sitting around. Oh, there's the little frog. Hey, buddy. One of the nice things about the new museum too is that stuff you catch shows up in other exhibits. So it's not like you have the one butterfly on the one flower. They'll actually be around. Fish you've caught will show up in other exhibits and whatnot. Shawnee, sorry, I didn't see when you commented. When did I get what? What do you like?
Duh.
That looks more menacing than in the previous
It's
games.
awful.
God.
Let's show the ants.
The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants were supposed to stay in their cage, instead they went on a rampage, and they all go marching down through the wall, through the glass, on my face. No, 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 no. When I'm on my way out next, I'll pause and see if I see what you're talking about. Oh, there's the Atlas moth. I thought it just stuck to the one tree. I'll swing through the fish exhibit because we actually have a few things. Not going to go through the paintings because we've got like 4. It's kind of barren right now. The modern aquarium design is just spectacular. It keeps reminding me I have not been to the Ripley's Aquarium downtown, despite efforts in the past. I need to go there, when it's safe to go outside again. Gar. Is that a gar?
Yep.
It's like, it's going to be silly if it's a pike. And look at this. Look at this. Oh. I don't know who designed this, but give him a raise. Some of the exhibits are still a little barren for us because we haven't gotten to the summer months, so we don't have the cool sharks or anything just yet. I haven't been to anywhere that has been those seasons. But, Animal Crossing, everything's eventual. Sturgeon says right, it's a sturgeon. Hello. I feel like this over here is like a very realistic version of the bit of educational stuff they hide in the corner that nobody looks at. Hey, coelacanth. It wants me to catch you today for points. Except it's not raining anymore. Jerk. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the coelacanth was a freshwater fish and it shouldn't be in a saltwater tank with everything else, but
Where would it be found in the freshwater?
I thought it was a river fish in real life.
Where would it be found in the deep freshwater?
Amazon or something? I'm no fishologist. Frickin' tuna took forever to catch one. Really? The deep sea fish? Alright.
That's the deep sea tank.
Well, I realize it's a deep sea tank, but
That's why they're fossil fish.
Yeah, but it's not like you can actually catch an anglerfish off of the coast. But now, excuse me as I walk past the talking owl.
Found along the coastlines of the Indian Ocean and Indonesia.
All right. I'm wrong. All right, let me see if I can find what Shawnee was talking about. Palm trees. I have to go back. Back in the museum, back... What do you want? Tell me where to go. North, south, east, west. Back to the museum, back to the museum. Okay. Okay. And where in the museum? Excuse me. Because everything is in here is preloaded. It's just the bugs that you catch that are applied. So it's not like I can say, "Oh, go here to get this thing." Butterfly room, butterfly room. Oh, over here you mean? Yes, that is a very pretty spot.
Oh, there's one with the big butterflies above you.
Zip. Not me. Look at the pretty stuff. Alrighty. Rye, if you're ready to go, is there anything I need to bring for you? Any offerings? Fossils? Supplies? Already got it in the mail? Well, thank you. Don't have to apologize for anything. Frying pan. Ah, ironwood table. So good. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, okay. Let me put this stuff away. I'll put the table out better. Not drop it, you putz. Alright, let me put on some traveling clothes. Oh yeah, I went through the various frying pan iterations. Wish that stove was larger. I'd put multiple ones there.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. We'll do. Hoodie. I'll keep the rain pants for now. Pop on a hat. Boots are appropriate. We're good. Might be tempting fate running around without my net out, but who cares? Ah! There we go. No. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I want to fly. I want to visit somebody. Online. Yep. Now we'll see if I can handle visiting somebody and streaming at the same time. Right? I hope you can do a safety save or something. Well, it safety saves when somebody arrives, so it should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yep. Animal Crossing isn't about crashing, it's about comfort. Now to do what doo-doos da. Salute. Despite the fact that I can't actually reach my chin. I like your slogan. Ryland, it's a place you can go. I am hoping against hope that one of the future DLC things will be that the captain comes back. Maybe have him, run off a premium ticket, take you to a particular island. Like, oh, that's terrifying. Like an island that's raining or an island that's out of season, so that you can get stuff. Don't drop it too early, like maybe next year, to help folks who are adopting the game late. Or, they missed that one bug that 1 month. They don't want to wait a whole year and they don't want to time travel. That would be neat. I would like that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the BumbleKast, Professor Rye! It's been a while since I've been to Ryland. Let's see what we got. Professor, if you would like to give us the tour. Oh. All right, so that's my hat for the visit. I like your signpost being blue and white. That's kind of neat. Lovely fountain. I dig it. I'll take the Sunday special, please, sir. 25 cents, is it? Ooh, I like that rock table. That's neat. Ah, you got a blue one. Nice. Now, Kyle, I have to eat the hat to get the double clone. Mm-hmm. Like the hedge trimmings. Or the trimming with them. I like the hedges. The nice hedges. Gonna have to harass your neighbors because one of them's gonna have a DIY. There's a blue gnome. He even has a little blue house to live in. Oh, wow. And the throne to summon the dark god of the sea, I see. What is dead can never die. That's ominous. He just forgot his shoes and ran home. Nice little flower garden. Oh, jeez. Oh, your pool is pinklit. Interesting. Let it load, let it load. Entrez-vous. Rigo, some folks can do some amazingly creepy things with this game. Left, left, pass left. Come on. Am I red or am I yellow? I don't even know. Oh, you actually have a wall TV with your Switch. Nice. I bought a big TV, but it only goes on a table, and I have no room for it, so... KK song. Nice. Okay. I gotta remember that for next week. Yeah, I wanted to take a spooky picture with the skeleton with its arms up, but it goes down automatically. I was sad. I had sad face. Oh, I like the desk lamp effect. Where to next? Woo. Oh, whoa. Took me a second to realize what was on the walls. I missed it. Oh, well. Neat. Oh, and I guess this is the floor that goes with the wall that I have.
I think it's just a small rug. Oh, you mean, oh, they each have a
Yeah. And the rug's neat too, but... Okay. I must have this floor, so here I come back to my town. Just come in and Tom Nook is in a white suit. The eventuality of the villager is that he arrives on the island. Worrisome. Very worrisome. Telephone on the... Oh, okie dokie. Oh, I don't judge. You saw my basement, right? No judgment whatsoever. Part of the fun of Animal Crossing is making worrisome things. Oh, cool! Oh, and then there's lightning strikes. Oh, my God. Oh, this is freaking cool. See, I want to make, like, 3 more accounts just so I can have cool wallpapers and floors. You know? Honestly, I'm hoping that one of the DLC things coming up will be, number one, an expansion to your side rooms, because they're kind of dinky. and 2, maybe even a 3rd floor to your house because, oh, God, I need room to do all the things. Hey, Popper. Good, Popper. He's going to take a quick nap while we wait on Rye. There he is. All right, where to next, sir? As we calmly narrow to run. How did I mispronounce Naruto? Jeez, oh, Pete. Not used to talking. Ooh. Excellent. Right next to the pond, no less. Nice detail. Zucker.
He's the tackler octopus.
Ah, okay. I like the flag banner things. Do we have? We do? Okay.
That person's home.
Yeah, let's see if they've got a DIY. It's a sleepy, blue-faced monster thing.
I think that's Mitzi.
Ah. Now here's a weird thing, because you visit the island, and is it for sure every time, or just most likely?
Most likely.
Most likely you're going to find someone doing a DIY just because you're visiting. I had someone come over one night, and Clay was locked up and asleep for the night from me. Like, I could not approach his house. Yeah, okay, we're just going to leave you alone. But the visitor could go into his house and got a DIY from him. So, question mark. Who else is up? Kyle, no. Bad. Don't make me ban you from chat.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, what are you? Oh, okay, it's not hair, it's a thing. Yeah, okay.
It's a scarf.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, sir. You're going to give me something. What are you doing? Nah, I know how to make a bonfire. Oh, well.
I don't think I have it.
Really? Well, then I'll give you the bonfire when I get home. Yeah. Well, it's been fun. Bye. Mito, there are a lot of small animals that have the super deep voice, and it's hilarious. Every time. Alright, we've escaped Rye. We're going to go sneak around. See what secrets he's hidden on the beach that he watches from every angle. No big fish to catch, take on it. You see what I'm talking about? Small rock outcropping. which means he probably has the larger one on the northeast shore. Or it's over here. If I'm not mistaken, this area might be large enough for a house, which, if I'm remembering islands right, he may have already done. Let's go find out. Oh, God!
Ness?
Okay. Where is it going? I don't know, but it looks like he's earthbound. Ha ha! You're a large fish. What are you? That was... okay. Haven't seen a yellow lighthouse. That's neat. There, you look like a 1940s superhero. Or the modern reinterpretation of it. 2020's version of the Press Guardian. No, this is not the island I was thinking of. Who did I visit? So there was somebody I visited whose rock outcropping here was large enough that they actually put a villager's house on it. Apparently it wasn't large enough to put your house on it, which is too bad because I would totally put my house there, but, well, I wouldn't because it wasn't my island. You know what I mean? If I had that option. Which makes me kind of glad I didn't have it because I would have been super salty that I didn't get to be the old man on the sea. Also, for the uninitiated, since I'm just friends with Rye, I cannot use my axe, nor can I use my shovel in his town, because that way it keeps people who you don't know super duper well from wrecking everything. Now, if I were a complete and utter jerk, I could probably rip up all the flowers. They'd have to regrow. But in previous games, you had issues of people being less than good neighbors. So it's nice that they have implemented a way for you to let folks into your town without having to worry too much about it. And I've lost Rye entirely. Well, when you're lost, sit in one place.
Plot twist, it isn't him.
Alrighty, I'm going to head back. Rye. Oh, no, he's going to start a song. Never mind. Chill out and listen to the dulcet tones of KK Slider. Now, in previous incarnations, you also had worries about people who hacked the game so they could, like, spawn ocean fronts and rocks outside your house. There's only so much you can do about that, but... Alright, what are we going to listen to? Excellent.
Did it have the dots in it, though? Because he might not play it.
Oh, that's right. We'll see. KK is very, very particular about how you put in song requests. Yeah. See, Rye forgot to put the periods between the K's. So this is a filler song that you can't get?
Apparently not.
Oh my god. Nintendo, come on. This is the best song in the game. KK song.
In the credits?
Oh.
You said who was responsible for something.
Oh, for denying us this song in our radios. Sorry, I don't know the words to this one, just the tune. That's funny, Mito. That's funny. There's no space between the keys.
Now space, yeah, and then song.
Here we go. This should be what Rye wanted us to enjoy.
Is Kyle going to explain the history of this one?
That's a question. Kyle, have you ever done a KNGI that focuses on the history of this song? Because it is many and varied.
He used to creep me out in Mario Paint.
Mm. This is madness.
Didn't you know that?
What?
That it was madness?
Yeah, it's just, dancing in the void as the seasons change. Next to a man with a bag for a head. while this goes, I'm going to take a quick glance at Twitter, see if anybody's asking about the stream. Oops. Alrighty, thank you for hosting, Rye. I'm going to head back to Akala. If I can find the airport. Here we go. Once again, big shout out to Rye for being on the BumbleKast. I feel like my voice is starting to give out. So if there's anybody else in chat who wants to do a quick meetup, speak now or forever hold your peace. Not sure how much longer I'm going to last. Kyle, I've seen the quote-unquote evidence for that one. I don't buy it. Your piece of peace, Scruffy. It may be piecemeal, but still. And it goes away. I feel like it's you're listening for it, and therefore you hear it. I mean, I want to believe it because that's hilarious, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we are out of Ryland, so I need to change out of the traditional headgear. And Lee wanted that card, so we're going to swing by the dock. See if there's anything spawned there that I want. That's not how you get to the dock, stupid. Hey, Vivian. Have I talked to you today? Yes, and not because of my terrible sleep schedule. Anything? Nothing. Bupkis. You, however, look particularly large. Are you an oarfish? You are a sea bass. Small detail, it's super cool. When anyone comes to the island or whenever you leave, there's contrails of the plane in the sky that eventually fade away. Super cool. Another large fish. That I missed. That I missed again. Yes, it looks impressive. No, it's not. That's kind of odd to see the shells like that. Don't have the full range back. Probably shouldn't be pushing my luck here. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, I think I probably need to give it a break. Take my inhaler. Maybe do some chores or something. Oh well. Thank y'all so much for joining me for BumbleKast Gaming. It's good to be back. I plan on being back tomorrow. I'm going to do some... I almost said Metal Gear because of the exclamation point. I'm going to try to do some more Death Stranding. See if we can maybe wrap it up. I don't know how far along I am in the game, to be honest. If not, I'll bug Kyle like the last second and say, "Oh no, Kyle, I can't do it. You gotta do it like you always do and bail me out like you always do." But that's it. Signing off for the night. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching.